Hey guys, so I did a grocery run and I'll show what I ended up buying and reap seeps. I think what I'm gonna end up doing from here on out is since I'll be doing the bulletproof diet and keto diet stuff, there's some pretty expensive, I call them supplements, some specialty oils and whatnot, and some vitamins and minerals and stuff like that to do that. I think I'm just gonna give myself $50 a month towards all the supplement stuff. So, I think that's how I'm gonna deal with that. So, I went shopping at two places. I shopped at, Natural Grocers, and I shopped at Safeway. So, I'll go through what I got at Natural Grocers first. Okay. So, first thing, I got some carrots. Everything at Natural Grocers is organic. And for organic, it has pretty good prices. A sweet potato, because this is one of the few carbohydrate types that I can have. So I'll just probably portion it out. Like, this is a week worth of carbohydrates, plus the carrots. Let's see. I got 2 heads of cauliflowers. If I can grab the other one. I think I'm in frame. I've got you guys propped up in a bowl on my counter. I got some cold brew coffee because it's delicious and it's a good bottle. I'll be able to use this bottle for I brew ginger bug. Let's see. I got some grass-fed unsalted butter. I got, sign up for their club card thingy. And I got, they had just thrown them in the freezer. So I gotta throw these into the freezer. But they are, boneless pork roasts. And they were on sale, 10% off. So each one was, this one was $4.40 and this one was $4.72. Really expensive, but they are humane raised. They weren't slaughterhoused. They were butchered. There is a difference for people who are vegan-y. There's a big difference between somebody who goes in and touches the animal and puts them down versus somebody who just shoots a bolt in their head. We raised sheep and we had a butcher come out to our property and he was very humane. Every single animal he touched, he scratched it behind his ear and then he cut their throat. And they didn't even know what happened to him. So I got some of this hazelnut butter, chocolate hazelnut butter. Comes in 10 pouches. This saved my life today. Not really, but you know, because life isn't fun if it isn't dramatic. So I was getting kind of hangry. I knew I needed to do more grocery shopping, and I had one of these and gave myself 10 minutes to get to the next store, and I felt so much better. So I think I'm going to keep a couple of these in my car, just because they're They have, for people who care. There is 14 grams of fat and 12 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams fiber, and 4 grams of protein. But I think that it just kind of, it was just enough. I was just the right kind of hungry that this was enough to make it okay. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh, my back. My old lady. I got some chocolates. 86%, and then you check the back. You want to make sure that the carbohydrates is lower than the fat, and that's kind of how you can tell you're getting a good chocolate. And this one is 16 grams of carb and 21 grams of fat. And I got, these were all about the same price. So I got one of each of them so I can figure out which one I like best. This one is endangered species. This one's fair trade. Divine. I think that's what it's called, the fair trade. Maybe divine is the divine chocolate. Endangered species. This one is 20 fat, 17 carbs. This one's Alter Ego, also an 85%. This one's 88%. I've had this one before. I liked it. It is 22 fat and 14 carbohydrate, and 6 of that is fiber. So this one's a pretty good one. Fiber? This one's got 6 grams of fiber, so only 10 net carbs. 6 fiber, 10 net carbs again. What was this one? 14 and 6, so 8 net carbs. And then this one is pasture, 85%. Organic, because everything in there was organic and fair trade. 19 fat, 16 carb, and 4 of that is fiber. So this is probably the least healthy of all of them, but we'll see. We'll see what we got. How yummy it is. I got some more ginger root. I make this ginger drink. Maybe I'll do a show on that. It's just you chunk up a bunch of ginger, throw it into a jar, add a quarter cup, half cup, depends on how big of a jar it is, of sugar. Raw sugar is the best. It just tastes better. And then you just let it hang out. Oh, you add water. And you let it hang out and ferment, and you end up with bubbly ginger tea, but it's got kind of this, has a little bit of a funky flavor, like, if you've ever had homemade soda pops. I got some broccolis. Of course, organic, because everything is organic there. I got, oh, this is something that my, my doctor told me to check out. Hope this is in frame. Yeah, it should be in frame. This is L-theanine, and GABA. I don't remember what that is, but this is supposed to help if you're having problems sleeping. You take some L-theanine, and it should help you. Take it about an hour before bed as part of your nighttime routine. So if you're brushing your teeth and drinking some tea, you take it during your nighttime routine. And just out of curiosity, I've never made kale chips. I've never had kale chips. So I decided to try some kale chips. And these ones are crazy. They've got kale and cashews and chickpea miso, which is fermented chickpeas. Salt water koji, which is aspergillus, I don't know, some kind of a, what is that? That's a algae. Olives, olive oil, and sea salt. So, I don't know. I figured that I would try them out. And if I liked them, then I would try and replicate them. This was, I don't know, like $5. So that's what I got from Nature's Natural Grocers. They were expensive. So, what did I get? This was $5.79. Crazy. The broccoli was $2.15. What is that? NVG the fall? I don't know what they're talking about. Something that cost 99 cents. The bag? Oh, because I brought bags in. So I got a bag. Because I was new. Chocolates are next. This one was $4.15. Divine. $3.29. Endangered species was $2.89. So this one was the least expensive. And this one was $3.35. Ginger root. This was $1.28. $11.15 for 100 lozenges. You're supposed to take 2 at a time. I think you take 1 and see if that works for you. Oh, and I got these little licorice candies too. I forgot about that. This is 10 packets of the hazelnut. Is $12.89. The cauliflowers were $4.98 for the 2 of them. Coffee, $8, $7.99. Sweet potato was just over 2 pounds, $4.45. How was this $2.19 a pound? Man, this organic stuff's crazy. And then the pork, I talked about that. And the butter, $3.29. Carrots, $1.89. And I've got the licorices. They're already in my lunch bag. They're just these little things that is it's just mashed up licorice root that is pelletized, and yeah, they're pretty good. Oh, and I got 3 kinds. I got one that was kind of like a lozenge, and 2 that were in these little pouches that you shake out. They're like little seeds looking thing. The lozenges were $2.55, and then the 2 little packs. One was just pure licorice. That one's $3.19, and the one that's licorice and anise is $5.79. So that's that. Oh, and the total for that store was $90.19. So that is kind of expensive. That's for me 2 weeks worth of groceries, because I'm not crazy. Okay, so now for Safeway. 5 dozen eggs for $6.49 for 5 dozen eggs. I got these tiny little baking pans, 50% or 50% off. Originally $3.99, so that means they were basically $2. And 5 mini loaves came out to $9.95. I got a piece of cake at 50% off. Originally $4.29, 50% off. Let's $2.14. That was kind of like my splurge. Other than the whole like $90 worth of not quite enough to feed myself for a week. And then I got this stuff too. So I got 2 bags of romaine hearts. They were $5.98 for the 2 of them. Four avocados that should all be ripe within this week. $5 because it was 4 for $5. And I got fish stuff. And yes, I know I got some imitation fish stuff, but it's still made out of real fish, so it's kosher. Wild caught Alaskan salmon, portioned out already into, I think it's 4-ounce chunks. And there's 4 servings at 4 ounces each. I like pre-portioned things. That was $5.99. $5.99 for this. And Alaskan cod fillets, 4 servings. I think there's 3. Maybe there are 4. I think there's only 3. Servings per container, 4. I don't know. But this is like maybe a day's worth of meals or 2 days worth of meals for each fillet. So that's cool. That was also $5.99. And I got this K-Rab. Not the C-Rab, but K-Rab. This is so silly because they're supposed to spell it with a K. At least that's my understanding. That was $1.96. So, all of that stuff, minus the money that I saved, came out to $43.23. Yep. So I spent $125, just under $125 for a week's worth of food and some supplements. I think I'll take the supplements out. I'll put it down in the description. Oh, get off the floor. I'll put right here. I'll put I'm gonna go in my bathroom where I can look at my mirror. No. There I am. I'm gonna put the amount for all of the supplement stuff in the description, and then figure out what the total is without that. That's what we'll do. A 20-minute video. Alright. So there's a grocery haul. I'm tired. It's like 10 o'clock now. Ooh, I got my ADHD medicine, Ritalin. I kind of want to start it tomorrow. I don't know how it'll affect me. I have to drive to work, so I don't know if that's a good idea. Or I could start it this weekend and see how it affects me then. Or I can start it tomorrow, which is a Wednesday. Have 3 days to try it out before the weekend. I don't know. If anybody's taken Ritalin, what do you expect? Are you able to drive a car? I'm only doing 5 milligram tablets twice a day. So 5 milligram and 5 milligrams. So that's 10 milligrams per day. I don't know. Let me know if you've done it before. I'm like looking at me in the mirror and it's, you can't even see my hand. I'm looking at me in the mirror. Wow, my hand looks weird. I think I might be dehydrated. Time to drink some water. Water. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a good night.